Well, it's still hard. It's every day we wake up, our team, and we try to conquer some feat that's in front of us, and it's always can be a struggle, whether there's something going on with one of the boys, a mother has an issue, so it's always a constant thing. We just turned 6. So the first 3 years were very hard, not because of the form. We had our formula down, meaning how to mentor these boys. But it was some financial support, which is very hard in the city because there's a saturation of nonprofits, and people want to make sure that you're good stewards of their support. And so we had to prove ourselves. So that. Also gaining the proper mentors that we needed for our organization. Because a lot of people say they want a mentor, but, in the line of work we're doing, when we want to gain the trust from our boys, we really need people who are committed. And so that was important for us. So it was tough, but now we're at a much better place than we were before, and it's scalable, and we're feeling really good.
Being a parent is 24/7.
Absolutely.
People don't realize that.
No. Well, you're not kidding.
And there are a lot of us that had our fathers
right
around. We had fathers, we had uncles, we had people that taught us how to be men and how to grow up and how to respect women and how to just carry yourself.
Sure.
And it's people don't realize, I want to volunteer and do this, but you don't realize you might get that call at midnight because that kid needs to talk to you.
Absolutely. I mean, we get calls at 2 a.m. Last week, one of our boys, he just wanted to talk. It was about 1:30, and he's like, "Hey, I've been thinking about, what it's like to be a man, and my father's been gone for many, many years, and I appreciate what the program has done for me." And I just want to say thank you because we tell them, look, call us anytime. We're there. We are a family. And so, teaching them how to respect themselves, how to respect others. And I think most importantly is how they view themselves and that they don't need to ask for a seat at the table, that they have it, And a lot of what we do is, about like equality and them understanding that they viewing themselves as young men who, like I said, have the seat at the table and just want to take advantage of the opportunities that we give them. So.
What was really interesting is that, Sonny and I, we met a few months back and at a local restaurant, and there was, he had some of his boys with him, and when they came to me and they shook my hand. One young guy, I remembered his name for a long time, and it just slipped me. But he shook my hand, he looked me in the eye, and he said, "Hi, right. My name is."
Sure.
And you're doing it right.
Thank you.
Your program is on board,
yeah.
Man. I mean, there's so many. I'm gonna say this wrong, but there's programs out there that can teach our youth how to survive, but not how to be a man.
Sure.
And when you're learning how to be a man, because I was fortunate, I was raised with a mother and a father in the house. I'm assuming you too.
Yes.
And everything I learned about being, nobody's ever had to come to me and say, "Step up and be a man."
Right.
Because I was taught at a young age to be a man.
Yeah. Conditioned in you, right?
I mean, it was there. And today's youth, I mean, one of my companies hires a lot of young guys, and just keeping them on board because of respect is really difficult, because if they don't respect themselves, they can't respect others.
Right.
And what Son of a Saint is doing is teaching them the fundamentals. I've really researched you a lot since we met months ago,
sure.
of how to be a man, how to step up, how to take care of the family, to keep it zipped up, right? I mean,
sure.
different things that just keeps a young boy growing and nurturing. Right. And I don't want to turn this into a really serious thing, but what you're doing with Son of a Saint is really serious.
Yes.
And this achievement award, this New Orleans award is, dude. That's like you're on. Did you see your picture?
Yes.
Look guys, he's on the front cover of Gambit. And he's flipping a football. And I'm just curious why you flipped it in your middle finger, but that's all right.
Well, it's a real picture. I sent it to him, so
I
don't know. That's how I flipped the football.
But you're sharing the cover with Melissa Sawyer, who was our previous guest today.
Yes.
And, she had so many nice things to say about you. And,
Thank you.
Some of them we had to cut out because I'm sure they were lies.
Yeah, but of course, there were a lot of lies. I'm actually going to meet her for lunch after this. But, I met her a couple years ago, and she just said, Sonny, stick with it. She says, I see your passion. You're going to succeed at this. And, I really admire her. She started before the storm. She's a vet in the game, as we say. So, I look forward to learning even more from her, to be honest with you. So,
okay, so if our listeners want to donate
sure.
to your 501c3,
Yeah.
how can they donate? Where
Or
do they go?
actually become a volunteer, maybe.
Yeah.
Volunteer. I mean, there's a number of ways. Obviously, you can sponsor a child. You go on our website. It really has a bunch of different options, whether it be from $25 to feeding a child to $250 to sponsoring them at a summer camp, or get them a laptop at $500. So there's different levels. We also have a scholarship fund for them to go to some of the high schools in New Orleans. If people want to volunteer, they can always help out by tutoring. We partner with the University of New Orleans Athletic Department. So we have tutoring sessions over there a few times a week. And so they can do that, volunteer at events, be advocates for us. Write letters to some of our boys. That's an easy way, inspiring words. Send us notes and we can read it to them. So if there's something like a current event or current affair that they want to comment about that's positive, we can share that also. So there's a number of ways. We have 4 mentorship meetings throughout the year. Like we recruit mentors. So our next one is January 10th. And so, they could check our website for when those are.
Fantastic.
So it's a bunch of ways that people can support us.
So look up Son of a Saint. It looks like sonofasaint.com, right?
.org.
Yeah. And go to the donation page there. I'm flipping around the website as we speak, folks. It's really easy to navigate through. Every single dollar counts in this organization. So, and every single dollar donated goes to the support of our boys.
Absolutely.
And when you bump into Melissa or Sonny around New Orleans, just thank them for all they work to do to make our city a better city.
Thank you.
Just thank you for that.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Yeah, our goal is to inspire mentorship, and hopefully we're doing that.
Well, we got to go to a break. We got to pay some of these bills.
Actually, no, we got to go till next week.
You're right.
This is it.
It's been so short. It seems like it was just, no, maybe not. It was long.
It's those tights cutting off the circulation to your head.
It's the
because you had
tutu.
to dance today.
Well, it's the tutu around my throat. I think you're supposed to wear it on my waist. I'm not sure. So, look, if you need to advertise with Out and About in the Big Easy with WGSO and WGSO.com, give me a call at 504-206-7695 or email me at pjlarive@WGSO.com. You guys have a good week. You're out and about this week with Kevin Belton. And what's my name, Kevin?
PJ Larive.
Whoa.
We'll see you next week, and want to thank Rudy Dixon on the board.
Thank you, Rudy. You the man.
I don't believe it. My savings are gone. They're gone.